Hello everyone, and welcome to my second prospecting video down here in the West Country. This particular river is known to contain flakes of gold, so I'm hoping that I can get some of it. But anyway, it's a fast flowing river but very shallow, lots of rocks and things here and there which may help me in my quest. This area looks interesting. The roots of this tree is holding back the water flow here. So I'm looking for the dead spot, or where the water slackens off, where the material will be deposited. Lovely sunny day, and you can see some water here pouring over the rapids. There's a rock here. I'm going to move to get my pump in and suck out the gravel that's deposited underneath it. See what's in there. Well, this spot might be useful. It forms a gravel bar on the right hand bank, and I'm going to dig some material out of here, see if I can find any gold in amongst it. But the river goes winding on down there, lots of winds backwards and forwards, and it's interesting. We're on the wrong side of the river really, but it's where you can get to really that matters, not what you can get. Well, the water level's dropped since the other day I was down here, even though it's growing higher up north here, down in the West Country. This particular river, the water level seems to be dropping, and it's getting a little clearer, so it's not very deep. You can actually walk across it, but there are holes in the bed of the river, so you might go up to your Wellington boots and over the top. A bit further downstream, and I've discovered this nice big boulder here, and what I'm going to do is put my pump in there and see if I can suck anything out from under the boulder. The river's a bit deep here, so I can't go wading in, but I'll get my sucker pump over and see what I can find. There are plenty of interesting minerals in this stream, including schist, quartz, lots of other things, little bit of olivine, and lots of little bits of black sand. Most of it has been churned up by the river, and there's a lot of sand in this river, as there are in many of these rivers around here. But if you can get through that and get through to the rockier bits without so much sand, there's a possibility where you might find some AU gold. This is the typical sort of rock I find in this particular river. You can see it's got quartz running through it, and I think this dark stuff is a sort of slaty rock, probably hornblende schist, that we don't know, but we shall see. Hopefully it will bear some gold in amongst all that quartz going through with it. Here we go. Right, I'm going to dig this little gravel bar. Well, here's the sluice box, and I've made a few alterations to it. I've included a little mat made of silicone with some quite big grooves in it. I don't think I've got it set up properly yet, because there's a lot of material gathering in there which I don't want, which is mostly rock and sand. So I'll probably have to move it around until I get it right, and it's sweeping all away that hard rock pieces. All the material that I dug further down on the bar, let's call it a bar, the gravel bar, is in here, and as you can see I'm feeding it into the sluice. Some of it's catching, it's not running particularly well, but I've got to do some adjustments. See how we get on. Okay, it's a different day and a different river, and this one I know contains gold, and pea-sized piece of gold in the 1800s was taken and put in the Natural History Museum, as far as I've read. So there is gold in this river, finding it is another thing. See all these great big boulders here. It's quite possible there'll be stuff behind those boulders, but it's much too dangerous to go walking out there. I'll probably get swept off my feet. I've got the green pan I'm using at the moment. Went from blue to green. Don't see anything in it. Just lots of sand and mica. Still nothing. I thought I saw a glint of gold in here, but all I have got is little bits of quartz and granite and a great deal of sand. But we'll keep going, see how we get on. Now I've gone over to the blue pan, hoping it might change my luck. Well, I've moved downstream now, and now I've got another sluice going down here around the edge of the bank. You can see over there, there's a few rocks here where it's possible that material will collect, and we shall see what we will find. Well, this is a spot where the river slows. If you can see down here, I don't know if it's possible, but you can see where a lot of dark material is gathered in this slack area. So I'm going to try and dig some out of here and see what we've got, see what happened in the sluice. So I've got to dig a bit out like that. Unfortunately, there's a hell of a lot of sand and gravel in here, but most of the gravel is quartz, small bits of quartz. Right, I've had a bit of a clean up on the sluice, and I can see some flecks appearing. Let's have a look. I don't know if you can see this here, but this looks like gold, but it's actually chalcopyrite. It's not gold. It's fool's gold, chalcopyrite. There's a bit of that in there. If I twist this round here, see some few bits in here as well. But all this here is chalcopyrite. Look at this piece of quartz with chalcopyrite in it. Looks just like gold, don't it? Well, no gold this time. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all, folks.